What's going on, YouTube? Uh, so as you know, I've been busy last few days, so I haven't had a chance to really add any commentary on social issues. I've been noticing as I've been having to catch up on social media. I've been I've been busy, and so there's a few things that I noticed that's happened over the last few days, and I just would like to offer my particular opinion on it, my commentary, and so on, right? And for one, I got a tripod now, so I'm hands free, and I like that because it makes it a little bit more stable, and it just helps. So I'm thankful that I was blessed with this here. Uh, okay, so first I want to say this first. I guess there is a guy named Nick Fuentes. Never really heard of him until recently. Uh, Not somebody I care to watch, but he had a great video, right? And it was all about just, I don't want to say it was talking mess, right? But it was exposing the black community, right? And coming from a white man, I have to give him his props for that because he did that with boldness, clarity, and fearlessness. Because he's gonna get all kind of backlash, even though everything he said in his video was spot on. He didn't say not one lie. He didn't say it to be mean. He didn't say it to disparage or to tear down the black community. Everything he said is exactly the truth and needs to be said, right? But for a white person to say it, I got to commend him for his boldness. Uh, Most black people won't say it, even though we know it's all the truth, right? Most black people won't say it because they're scared. Most white people won't say it because they're scared, right? And so that's why I thank God that I'm mixed, because I'm not scared, right? I'll talk about it on both sides of the aisle. I call balls and strikes on both sides, right? So, but I align myself with the black community, even though I'm mixed. Of course, they are my people, but I align myself with the white community. They are my people, okay? And so to see a Nick Fuentes come out and to say the things that he said was refreshing. I'm not going to go into it. You should look into it for yourself. But I do want to say this. I've been seeing some black content creators that I normally watch from time to time, and they had their take on Nick Fuentes' take, right? And I want to say this because it goes back to a video that I previously made before. See, within the black community, black people have this habit of separating themselves amongst themselves, and I don't like that, right? Because it becomes like this mentality. I'm not like those kind of blacks. I'm not the N word black, right? But see, this is what I have to say to that, right? I push back against that because see, what happens is these same well-to-do uppity blacks that's not like the N-word blacks, right? But they participate in the culture. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they listen to the ratchet music. They promote the culture that produces the N-word mentality. Okay? So I don't like seeing black people say, well, it's not all black people that's like that. It's not all black people that's like that. But see the thing is, the reason that we're having this degeneracy within our community is because of the culture. And unless the culture changes, then we're gonna have these problems within the black community. And if you're a black person, a man, black woman, black man or woman who is participating in the culture of it, i.e., listening to all this ratchet music, right? Because that's where it's stemming from. If you're riding around playing shoot 'em up, kill 'em up, and let's just have sex with everybody music, and then you're going to your little HBCU college, and you're going into a profession, and you're like, well, I'm not like those N words. I got some, but you're participating in the culture. You are supportive of that. That is my strong take on that. So I'm just pushing back against those black content creators that want to come after Nick Fuentes, even though everything Nick Fuentes said was true and correct, and coming from a white man, but they want to separate the well, all black people aren't like that. Yeah. All black people aren't like that if you are participating in the culture of it. Absolutely. Me personally, I don't listen to none of that garbage music at all. Not at all. I don't watch none of them garbage award BET shows, which is being canceled. Thank God for that. I don't participate in none of this ratchet culture. All the fake hair, fake nails, all the BBLs, all that ratchetness. I am absolutely 100% against it for our community. Now, moving on. Another thing I'm against is this welfare system, right? And so Trump, 6 days have adopted to where if you're receiving food stamp benefits, that you cannot be buying chips and soda and candy and all this garbage food, right? I am 100% behind that. But of course, right, you got all these big back welfare queens whose second, third generation of family been on welfare. They push it back. How come we can't buy jelly beans and Snicker bars and ice cream and Dorito chips and all this garbage food? Right? They crying because they can't buy all this garbage food. And but then when you look at the health epidemic within the black community, when you see all these single moms with multiple kids, all the mothers got big back, overweight, all the kids be obese by the time they in their teens. That comes from sitting around on their butt while the government takes care of them month after month, year after year, decade after decade. We've got two generations of fatherless homes, of black single mothers who are overweight, overstimulated, lazy, with sassy little boy kids, right? And that's what's going on. And then now that Trump's saying, well, we got to get a handle on this welfare system, and then we want to make America healthy again. So let's cut out all the junk food. I think that's a great idea. Most of these women already getting thousands and thousands of dollars every month for free. And then I see one video, this big back single sister, I'm sure got about 6, 7 kids. She like, oh, how come I can't go buy some juicy fruit and jelly beans for my little Ray Ray and them, right? How come rich folk telling me what to do with my food stamps? That's their money. That's their money. If I'm giving you money every week, I'm gonna have some stipulations on what I want you to do with my money. Right? Ain't that how that work? Man, these people, boy, I tell you, man, it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. Being half black is embarrassing. It is. It is. It's embarrassing, especially when you look at what just happened down in what's that, Houston, when they did that free fake hair giveaway, and you saw all these big backs run down there and just act a complete fool. End up shutting the business down for months now. So yeah, this is just a couple things I want to say, and I appreciate Nick Fuentes coming out with his take. I like this welfare thing, stopping the junk food. That should be across the board, nationwide. And I get food stamps. At my age, I don't get that much a month, and and it takes everything in me just to make it 2 weeks off of the little bit that I get. And I'm not buying sodas and chips and candy. I'm buying food to support me, right? But it's just me. I thank God that I'm not in a situation like that. But I would not be mad if they just did away with the whole welfare system altogether. You know what I'm saying? Because like they say, man, when you start getting hungry, you'll start figuring it out then. Yeah. Once you start getting hungry, all these big backs out here that's running around living rent free off the government. The government has become their God. The government has become their man, right? And once the government cut them off, then they have to get back in the church. They have to get back to marrying before carrying, right? And they had to get back to actually producing and earning for themselves. So this whole welfare it was a Trojan horse to break up the community, to get black men out of the homes, to make black women be empowered over the black man, and it's been destroying the black community for the last 60 years. And it's time that we start making some changes on it. And I'm tired of seeing all these single mother big backs getting on TikTok and whatever else platform, while they got $200-300 hair and nails done, crying about how Papa Trump is starting to cut them off, as he should. So I'm behind that 100%, and I'm glad to see that change is finally coming for the better. Right? That's all I got on this one. So thank you for watching. If you enjoy this kind of content, hit me with a subscribe, a like, and leave a comment. I welcome it all. So have a blessed and a wonderful day. Until next time.